for Tuesday, March 7th. The chair detects quorum, and so we're going to go ahead and make a consent agenda while we're at this. So we've got RS 2023-2038. That's going to be on consent. That's our notary, but it's going to be pulled off because one of us is on the list. So
Which one?
it's Jenny Welch is on it. Sorry. So we'll be pulled off in there. All right. So 2023, 2059, Pulley and others. Recognizes Marissa Frank as a Recording Academy and Grammy Museum 2023 Music Educator Award finalist on consent. Moving to 2023-2060 Withers, recognizes the 10th anniversary of the Nashville Financial Empowerment Center consent. 2023-2061 Syracuse, establishes the last day in March each year as Strangulation Awareness Day in Nashville. On consent, let's see here, we've got a late item, late. Council Lady Toombs, you are late all over the place. All right, so that's where we are. Anybody have objections to the consent agenda?
Nope.
Okay, having read those, I see a motion and I have a second, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Any against, any abstentions? All right, thank you. That takes us to our Council Lady Toombs agenda, also known as late items. So we've got late filed ordinance, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of, wait. This is, we have a letter to approve. It's Rule 13 only, so it's an emergency filing. So if you'll just tell us why you are filing this conservation overlay late.
So that, the deadline for signing off on, what you call those things, zoning bills, obviously it was Tuesday morning. That was the weekend my grandmother passed away, and so I just got back into town Monday night, and it just was not on my mind, and I missed it by like an hour.
Is that your reason on the whole agenda, or?
It is for the whole, it's just the overlay is I guess extra important.
All of these are
because it needs to track.
Yeah, all of these are Rule 13, and so as long as we don't have an SP in here,
Oh,
I think we're good. So she has 4 zoning bills that are all just emergency filing, and have they all been through the Planning Commission?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
That's
sorry.
okay.
My mind is all over the place. I don't think, no, that conservation overlay has not been, but the schedule that the planning staff set up, it needs to be on first
Your
reading
double
tonight.
notices?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, let's see here. Anybody have an issue with? Okay, then we're good to go. Thank you for having a real reason. I know that's terrible. I didn't mean it that way. I meant it like, not just an oopsie.
We know. We know what you meant.
Struck by lightning by her grandmother. All right, elections and confirmation, fire and building code appeal board appointment of Mr. Christopher Dunn for a term expiring on March 1st, 2027. Mr. Dunn, could you scoot your chair towards the middle? We kind of try to make a hot seat.
Certainly.
I mean, you don't have to scoot. You could stand up if you wanted, whatever your mode of transportation
Okay.
to join us, whatever you would like. So tell us, are you a resident of Davidson County? Are you registered to vote here? And do you serve on any other boards or commissions in Metro?
Yes, and no to the last question.
Okay, great. So tell us why you would like to be on the Fire and Building Codes Appeal Board.
Sure. So I know a member of the board, Tim Pro is his name, and early this year he told me that there are a number of vacancies and that there was some difficulty filling them. And I'm at a point in life where my kids are a little bit older, and I've got the time where I can dedicate myself to something civic-oriented. I'm on the board at Goodwill. I've been the chair counsel of their board for over 10 years, and I've always wanted to add something that was purely civic. By profession, I'm an attorney and I'm a construction lawyer, and I've practiced law in Nashville since '97. And since 2000, I've been focused exclusively on construction law, and I work in the region, but also out of the region. So I think I have some experiences that could help the board.
Wonderful. Councilman Rutherford, do you have any questions?
I do not.
Okay. What is the Appalachian Bear Rescue?
So that's an organization in Townsend, Tennessee that takes in cubs typically in the spring if they've been orphaned or something has happened to the mother, and nurse them back into a condition where they can go back into the wild and have a good chance of success.
Can I foster a bear through that? Sorry.
You can see them.
It's not like a puppy.
Yeah, it's not like a puppy. Yeah, no, I don't think my dog would appreciate that. Council Lady Evans.
They are cute. Yeah.
No, I don't have any questions. This is
Okay.
great.
Rosenberg.
Heard nothing but good things. Thanks for agreeing to serve. And I move to approve.
Excellent. All right, with a motion and a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any against? Any abstentions? With that, you are tentatively approved to the next step, and we'll see you in the chambers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have the Historic Commission appointee?
Madam Chair, Dr. Castillo's out of town, asked for a deferral.
Okay. When we're not at risk for an automatic appointment or anything?
I'll have to check on that, I don't know.
You know what the date was, the letter?
I don't have the letter. Oh, wait, do I? No, I don't have letters up here of being appointed. But, well, actually, we don't have their resume anyway, so.
I don't think they filled out the questionnaire.
He did it this week.
Okay.
Well, it's not in our packet, so it's a deferral anyway.
Find out on the floor if
yeah.
we're outside 60 days.
So we're gonna defer one meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any against? Any abstentions? Thank you. And with that, that kind of takes us to the end. And so I wanted to run something past us real quick. I was thinking about the Murphy Rule and how to cut down on some abuses of the Murphy Rule and that it has started to lengthen our meetings. And so one of the ideas that I came up with or was created by some suggestions is that in order to bump something off of consent for the Murphy Rule, if something was not going to be discussed anyway, that you have to have approval from one of the committees that it went through, from the chair, from pro tem, and from the vice mayor. So you need two of those three to say, yes, you can bump it, because there are other methods to get everyone to sign on by passing around a sheet of paper or something that we can work out with the clerk. We can all email in and have sign-ons done that way as well. And so rather than to kind of try to justify what is the bumping from consent and adding time to the agenda.
Could you always just make a quick comment and then say that you want to, first of all,
Yes, there
you
are
know my
ways
feeling,
around
we
it.
should not be doing this at all.
Yes,
People want to sign on, it should be an affirmative action. But in the meanwhile, people could just get around it and say, hey, I'd like to make a brief comment. Oh, and while we're here, let's.
Yes, but just trying to put some teeth into something, some structure.
I feel like the extra layers of approval would be a pain, and if there's an alternative way, because I know sometimes people miss the timing to be able to sign on and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So if there was a sheet of paper, I don't know, pass it around, sign
Yeah.
it, and then turn it into the clerk, that seems like it would be an easy thing to do.
Yeah, because I think that's totally a viable option now, and just trying to add that bureaucracy to try to cut down on the just popping a lot off of consent. So mull it over. I've got one or two other things to send to the council office to make pretty or clean up for rules and to look at. So just mull it over and let me know your thoughts.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yes, please. That other appointment was January 24th. Is 60 days our limit?
Yes.
So we have to do it next meeting.
Okay. So let's just remember that for next meeting for the historic appointment. All right, with that, unless there's anything else, we are adjourned. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.